The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the guests. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests do not necessarily state or reflect those of the host. I'm a stupid robot.
Give it up for the funny, the hilarious. King of the open micers and the one-nighters. Alonzo and two.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Civil Defense has informed me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
Our exploratory diving bell is...
The escape the mummy is here in Paris.
Wong and his assistant, Mary Nelson, and that is not a...
Computers indicate that whatever caused it came from somewhere in the Pacific. We'll start searching that area immediately.
Oh, yeah, motherfuckers. The time is now. That's right. It is Saturday, the year of our Lord, July 2024. July 20th, 2024. Even. Why not? Let's do that. Let's see. I want to start off with a little bit of this position. Oh, yeah. That's a little bit better. Makes me feel a little less fat. Give it up for me.
Aced.
All right. All right. Thank you guys so much. Let me get the chat pulled up, actually. Should have been doing that earlier, but guess what? I fucking didn't. Do you guys ever not do things in your life? You want somebody ragging on you about that shit? No, nobody wants that shit in their fucking life. Nobody wants to be ragged on for doing things they should have done before. Know what you should be doing right now, though? Following a motherfucker on Instagram. Oh, really? They're going to try to give me some kind of, I got to follow something? Okay, so I'm actually having to do a capture right now. This is highly inappropriate. I hate when a robot's trying to tell me, are you a robot? It's like, motherfucker, are you a robot? He most certainly is. All right, chat is now live. Tell us what you think in the chat. Oh man, everything just went all at once. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh yeah. I don't give a shit though. Check this out. So, Sam Haynie, the illustrious, one of my favorite guests, frequent collaborator and contributor to the show, sent me a very funny picture. I want to pull that up for you guys real quick. And then I'm going to do something for you guys. So, take a look at this. No, that is not a picture of Alonzo. Here, I'll even make it a little bit better. That's not a picture of Alonzo, no. That is a picture of Randy Newman. That's right. Randy Newman. Randy Newman. The guy that did all the music for Toy Story. You got a friend in me. That's right. But he's also the singer of this very little known song that I'm going to sing for you guys right now. And then it's going to take us to our first story of the day. Let's see if this works. Probably won't. But you know what? It probably will. Let's see. In America, you get food to eat. Won't have to run through the jungles and scuff up your feet. You just sing about Jesus and drink wine all day. You're gonna be an American. Ain't no lion, ain't no tiger, ain't no mamba snake. Just a sweet watermelon and a buckwheat cake. Everybody is as happy as a man could be. Climb aboard, little wall, sail away with me. Oh yeah, come on. Sail away. Sail away. Oh yeah, yeah. We will cross the mighty ocean into Charleston Bay. Oh yeah. Sail away. Oh baby. Sail away. That's me and Randy Newman. Look at that. We will cross the mighty ocean into Charleston Bay. All right, I think that's it. That beautiful song is about a bunch of white people tricking a bunch of black people into becoming slaves. And I don't know, I've always thought it was a good song. But it actually brings us to the first story, which is not as beautiful as my singing and Randy Newman's Randy Newmaning. But let's take a look real quick. I don't like that audio with the beer thing every time, but you know what? We'll deal with it.
Get the claim.
A 16-count indictment was recently returned against Lance and Whitefeather, going far beyond their initial charge of child neglect. Investigators now say the couple sought out and adopted 5 black children from a shelter, targeting them for their race to do forced labor. The complaint said Lance and Whitefeather first had them at this 80-acre ranch in Washington state and then moved to the Sissonville home. This is where deputies, while doing a welfare check last fall, found 2 teenagers locked in a barn in what investigators called deplorable conditions. After they were arrested, the 2 sold the Washington home for about $700,000 and the Sissonville home for about $300,000. Prosecutors believe they used that money for bond.
And the state's position is that these assets were used to maintain and harbor minors in violation of the human trafficking statute. Our position is that's not true, and we look forward to a court in which we can prove otherwise.
So for now, the money is supposed to remain untouched until the court proceedings play out. Whitefeather's defense attorney Mark Plants and Kanawha County Assistant Prosecutor Chris Kavaniak both said seeking forfeiture for human trafficking, though common in federal court, will be uncharted water.
All right. I don't know if you caught that. So 1 second. Let's see if I can find the timestamp real quick. So
I'll say the couple sought out and adopted 5 black children from a shelter, targeting them for their race to do forced labor. The complaint said Lance and Whitefeather first had them at this.
All right. So you guys might have caught this story. Allegedly, it says that a wealthy white couple allegedly kept their black adopted children as slaves, locking them in a barn. Report. My thing is, if you're going to choose a bunch of kids based on race to do forced labor, why wouldn't you pick the Mexicans? That's what I would have picked. That's right. Migrant farm Mexicans. Get out there. Do some labor. That's right. But, yeah, why would you pick black people? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. And I was thinking, they don't really get into the conditions, but I'm also wondering, is this kind of a culture shock thing? Because they say that they had him work in the fields and they had him live in a barn and all that. But, you know, I grew up in Arkansas. That sounds like just a regular white trash way of living, it might seem deplorable to city folks, but, and then I was reading this. Let me see. Where was it? Police found a 14-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl locked in a shed. Inside was a small RV porta potty, but no lights or running water, right? And right away that sounds bad, but a lot of people don't have lights or running water some months. It happens. One of the teens told police that they had been locked in the barn for 12 hours after they were last fed. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, that is bad. That's not nice. And then two couples forced him to sleep on the concrete floor without any mattress. They both wore dirty clothes, had body odor, police noted, according to the filing, which has always got to be a weird thing to write down. It's like the horrible neglected kids were smelly. It's like, you got to throw that on top of there, It's like, and we noticed one of them was fatter, It's like, oh, you haven't been eating for 12 hours? I can't tell. You look fat to me. Let me see. The girl wore shoes while the 14-year-old boy had open sores on his bare feet, court documents said. 9-year-old girl was found by police inside the main residence. 3 hours later, Lance arrived with the 11-year-old boy. Whitefeather soon followed with the 6-year-old girl, who had been with acquaintances. Whitefeather told deputies the two teens were locked in the outbuilding, but claimed they liked it and called it a clubhouse. So I guess that's his point of view there. Again, if it was me, would have picked Mexicans. That's what I would have done. And I was thinking, because Mexicans don't have like a George Floyd, to get people all riled up with races. There's no Jorge Flores that got killed by the cops to get everybody mad. And actually, give me 1 second, because this brings me to another topic that I wanted to do. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second.
Wow, hello.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe we have Mr. Untouchable himself. Mr. the Teflon Donald. The one and only. I'm assuming he has his phone up to his other ear today. Give me 1 second. Why does it keep cutting off? There we go. The Teflon Donald himself. The man.
Hello.
The myth.
Hello.
The slightly less of himself now. But
Hello.
still bigger. More of
me?
himself. Even more
Hello.
of himself. Yes, I can hear you, Donald. Can you hear us? Which ear
Hello,
are you using?
Alonzo. Alonzo, it's me. Donald Trump. I learned just recently how to speak quietly as if I'm contemplatively thinking. So right now, everything I say is going to be deep down here like this. Deep inside my thoughts, because I was almost killed. That's right. Give a round of applause for nearly dying. Look, I wanted to tell you, Alonzo, that in 2015, a black man with floating glasses approached me and he said, pick the blue pill. You will become a blue guy. Or he said, pick the red pill and you become the leader of the free world. And I said, I like that. I'll take the red pill. And I did it. I took the red pill and I was transported into an alternate reality. 2015, and then I came down my yellow escalator, and I had this beautiful woman with me, and I said, I will be your Jesus, and they said, very good. And it's been cool. There's been this one guy following me around. He's got glasses and wears a good suit, And they call him Joe Biden, but I call him Joe Biden Smith. And he's getting it out for me. He's got plans for me, and I had to take him down. And how I did it was, he approached me, hired a white guy who loves all my shit, and he said, "Kill the guy, kill him." And you remember this? You saw this on television. He shot at me, but I moved my head. I slowed down time. I saw little jelly trails behind the bullets, and I dodged the bullets. And I'm an American. What can I say? I'm an American hero, and everybody's talking about it. And what can I say? I'm very happy to be here, and I'm also very happy to eat a steak. I'll eat a steak for you.
Well, I do appreciate that. So people are comparing you to sort of a Neo-like figure. I think you were
That's
kind of
right,
touching
I
on
am.
that. And
They call me neo-Nazi, and I say,
Oh,
I don't like
shit.
that. I'm more of a neo.
So I was wondering, did you take the red pill because it was like you're like, oh, this is probably some sort of new tanning thing. It just makes me tan all the time.
I did, and it looked tastier.
It does look tastier. So when you think of yourself, are you more of like a Christ-like figure or more of a Hitler-like figure in your ability to just not die?
Frankly, a little bit of both.
Kind of a Jesus Hitler.
A little bit of
yeah, a
kind
Hitler
of a
Christ.
Jetler or a Jesus or something like this.
This is beautiful.
I'm kind of like both because clearly, Jesus Christ was protected by his daddy, God Christ. And I, just like Hitler, am also protected by a bevy of white nationalists and skinheads and Nazis. And so in very many ways, I am both of these guys. I am Jesus when you need me to be, and I am Hitler when you need me to be. What can I say?
I don't know, but I think the prophecies have foretold such things, and I don't know. So, anything else you want to leave us with, Mr. President? I really do appreciate you calling in, and
I'm very happy to be here.
You seem a little shaken up. I'm not going to lie. You seem a little shaken up.
I'm absolutely shaken up.
I'm shaken up. I can't believe that we almost lost you because who was going to call into the show after that? You had to call in from heaven, which I guess would be funny.
That would actually be very fun to be like a floating, omnipotent sphere of energy and just be looking like me, but also full of heaven's glory. And we're looking into it.
If you're a ghost, you can just look in on all the girls changing at the beauty pageants and stuff, right?
Absolutely. I definitely would not have to have asked. I asked one time and it backfired. And here I am and I can do all I want. I asked one time.
Joe
and every
Biden
time I
doesn't
don't
even
ask.
He just goes in there and does it. I ask.
That's right. Jesus and God, they're terrible weirdos. And they're always watching. They're watching as you wipe from the front to the back. They're watching. They love it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're creeps. And just like Hitler and me, these guys are going to die at the hands of Jews.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That'd be a nice plot twist.
We can only know.
I've been watching The Sopranos so much. I think this might have been some sort of inside hit because I saw that Donald Trump kind of ghosted. What was it? You ghosted your daughter, right? What was that all about? Did you think she might have had something to do with it, like Jared Kushner?
I figured she, Paulie, and Fat Pussy might have had something to do with it. And I said, "Where's the gabagoo? I will not support this." I said, "I've got to go do therapy and fuck my therapist." I said, "I can't do this anymore." And they're doing it. They're doing terrible things to me. I live on Long Island for a reason. You understand?
I understand. And then Joey Diaz came out of there and he's like, "Oh, you got to come on Joe Rogan, Tony Soprano."
Joey Coco Diaz. Joey. We're so glad he's back. We were really worried there that he was going to not do comedy ever again, but he's back. Coco's back. And I'm hoping that hopefully you'll have Joey on so I could call in and we could talk about all the things we love doing in 1980s New York.
So can you see, are you watching the show? Because I actually can pull up the video of you getting shot at. I'd love to hear what was going through your mind, frame by frame.
Absolutely. I want to watch it live.
All right. So
Let me see.
yeah, pull up the show and let me know when you do. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna get into viewing mode. So I got this queued up. I'm sure you guys have already seen this video. I heard a very interesting conspiracy theory that they were like planning on. They were trying to get Trump killed here. I'll get into that a little bit, but they were talking about the framing. How it has "you're fired" right here everywhere. You're fired. And imagine if his head just blew up right here with this "you're fired" right next to it, you know? That would have been
Wow, that would have looked really cool.
So it was very interesting that some people were pointing that out, the way that it was framed like that. So are you watching right now?
Oh, that's a little bit old, that chart.
I am watching. Look at that. That's me.
That's you. That's you. And then also he says, do you want to see something really sad right when the bullets go off? So it's very interesting. So
oh, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's sad, take a look at what happened.
Boom.
Wow, look at that. You hear that noise? You hear that? You hear that? It sounded like a small firework, maybe an M80, something like this. And I heard a whizzing past my ears, and I thought, wow, look at that. They're throwing sticker burrs at me. They're throwing sharp kisses. What are they doing? And I look over, and I see this guy in whiteface, pointing a weapon at me.
What's this guy's face doing? Look at that. He looks like he's taking a shit right here. This guy right here in the middle.
I told him, I said, well, that's true. It's funny you say that because I told everyone, leave, stay here. If you have to go to the restroom, do it in your pants. Because
if you
use
the restroom, the terrorists win.
That's right. That's a good impression. That was very good. I told him, I said, if you leave the background, I will have terrible things happen to you because that's the kind of power you have when you're famous. You can grab them by the butthole. That's right. You can grab them by their stinky pants.
You see that fireman who's dead? He's like, look at this guy sleeping through the greatest event that's ever happened. Shameful, disrespectful.
Wow. Wow, you are really nailing it. I thought, look, he's sleeping. Look, who covered him in red goo? Who is it? What is this?
Eating jam doing my thing. Somebody, and I'm hungry.
They said that he covered his family, so they weren't shot. But I've actually heard that this guy, he wasn't covering his family. He was reaching to put them in his way to protect himself, but he was too slow.
Look at this guy right here. He's fucked up. See this guy over here in the corner with the hat? Look at his face. He's like, what?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd have been
We had pumped Quaaludes through the water treatment system. And we just had them drinking water, and we charged them because nothing's free. You get no such thing as a free lunch or Quaalude water. So they were drinking the water.
And I need to bring your attention to this grizzled vet over here. He's not even phased at all. He's like, I'm not getting up out of my fucking seat. And he's also definitely got diapers. So he's like, I've already done it twice in my pants. It's all good. I ain't got nothing left.
That's right. He is a real shit pant vet. He's a good guy, though, and we've had many conversations with him.
Why has this guy got a blue hat on? What's that supposed to be? He's got a blue mag hat on. Trump really is trying to cover his bases.
That's right, and that's what we're trying to do. We figure make it blue because people don't perceive words; they perceive color a lot quicker. And if they see blue and they see red, they go, "Oh, look at that! The country is brought together. Look at this." Wow, look at that. Oh my God. It sounds like, wow, listen to those guys. Look at those guys. Whoa,
this dude
wow.
is still not phased at all. Look at him, dude. He's just like, what? What's going on?
True patriot. Patriots don't get scared of bullets whizzing past them. Look, if you're the kind of guy that goes out and buys a lot of guns, you shouldn't be scared if you hear a bullet whizzing past your ear. You understand?
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Let's see who's actually flipping out because there's a great majority of them that just are not phased at all.
Well, that's what I figured when we hired all of them to be crisis actors. I said, the director's going to say bang, and I need you to react. And they didn't. You get the memo. They did not get the memo.
They're like, I got paid $15 on a bologna sandwich. All right. I'm not doing shit.
We paid them. That's right. We paid them a daily rate for background. And you understand, you cannot pay background guys. You got to give them pizza. Because if you pay them, they think they have agency. And we don't do that. How do we produce the fall of democracy? We do not pay background actors. That's how.
If I was a background actor, this would be my signature move. This is how you know that it was Alonzo. You know, I'd be like this.
Wonderful.
I do the Macaulay Culkin Home Alone. Oh, what? No, oh my
Wonderful.
God.
Wow.
And they'd see me and they'd be like, oh shit, is that Alonzo again? That's an Alonzo.
Wouldn't that have been perfect for you to do a Home Alone 2? Because I was in Home Alone 2, and it would be very fun. But here's what I'll say. I'm hoping that a lot of these background actors will use this as the top of their resume, and I'm hoping that they will get to be on Hawaii Five-0.
That would be a good
something
credit.
else, like
I was the guy
or like
with
the Community movie or something, like the Community movie. Hopefully they will get hired and they'll keep their mouth shut, though.
Honestly, I wish I had that kind of pull, because if I was on like a Jimmy Kimmel thing, I could definitely find out who this guy was and get him on the fucking show. Because like I said, he's standing up the whole time. He doesn't give a fuck. I love him.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if you,
Look at him.
Jimmy
He's got his hands
Kimmel's...
crossed. He's not, dude. He looks like he doesn't give it. I wonder if he can even hear it. Maybe he's like deaf as shit. He doesn't understand what's going on. Like, look at him. Look at how unfazed he is. That's crazy.
Why weren't we Jimmy Kimmel's guys growing up? You know what I mean? He hires all of his family and his best friends. If we knew Jimmy Kimmel when he was 19, you and I would be doing man on the street interviews with weirdos on Hollywood Boulevard. Don't you think that would have been wonderful?
That could have been me, dude. That could have fucking been me. Oh my God. That's what they took away from us.
You could have been Cousin Polly or whatever the fucking
but
those
now
guys' names are.
Now it's got to be some gay minority. You know, it can never be
terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's
terrible. I'll tell you, these Jimmy Kimmel production team members, they're coming up from the border and they're coming in waves, and we cannot stop them to go to Hollywood and be working background on a Jimmy Kimmel sketch that is a pre-tape or something. And they're doing horrible things, and we got to get them out of the country so that you and I can go and ask a beautiful woman in a dress, hey, would you do a belly flop? It is the yearly belly flop competition.
How am I supposed to
We're
feel
not
safe
doing that
as a white man? How am I supposed to feel safe as a white man when a white billionaire president is still getting shot at? You know what I mean? How am I supposed to walk the streets feeling safe when my president,
you should be terrified.
Yeah, exactly. I should never leave the house again. I always think that there's going to be some school shooter from a BlackRock commercial, just 130 yards away. And after 3 people have pointed him out. Have you seen that video yet?
No.
Okay, one second. Let's watch the rest of this. Let's see if there's anything else, because I want to see if this guy ever gets the memo that he's like supposed to be flipping out. I got my eye on this dude. Look at him.
Move his hair. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here. He could care less.
Get ready. We ready?
Where were these homos before when the fucking bullets are going off? They look like the least fucking prepared people ever. Look at them shuffling around the stage. I'm sorry.
I know. That's what happens when you do.
Just point the
bring
gun
your
into the
son
audience.
to work. That's right. I'll tell you, I don't know if you've seen Fallout, this series on Amazon Prime, but there is a character that is a drug dealer, and he wears a goofy hat, and he has goofy hair, and the guy just to the up and left looks like that guy. He looks like that guy. The character, the goofy drug dealing character.
I love that show, though. I love the video game, too, Mr. President.
Me too. I love it. Have you been playing 76? Did you hear what they've done? They've made nuke-free zones. What is going on? What is going on? Under my presidency, we had nuke zones everywhere. You could nuke anybody in Fallout 76, and now they're doing terrible things.
President Trump up, dude. They looks like they roughed his ass up. Look at this shit. 1 second, he did not look this. Dude, he looks like a fucking He looks like after when they catch a guy after a fucking speeding chase, and then they all dogpile him and give him a couple fucking beats. Look at this shit. Why does he look like a fucking guy that just got roughed up by the mob? Look at this shit. Look at his shirts all disheveled.
Actually, two of those guys were makeup artists, and so they were putting Ben Nye fake blood on my ear. And I said, slow down. I need you to tussle my hair. And so we had a hair and makeup lady, and she was down there under the subfloor, and I had her tussle my hair. And I said, take my shirt and ruffle it. And she did it for me.
Look at this. Look at this. Why did this Obama ad just show up right after this shooting? Almost like he's the one that was responsible. That's some fucking creepy shit right there.
He was the shooter. Barack Obama was in whiteface. He was the shooter.
Let me see. Let me see if this website's muted real quick. Okay, so this is the video. Let me know if you've seen this one. So this is the video where people actually point out the shooter on the thing. So I'll point out where Trump's supposed to be. Because I didn't want to watch this stuff because I figured I'd save it for the show. So, but I watched it right before the show. So this is what I see right now. Let me turn down this volume just a little bit. But because the mixing's crap. So look.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look.
There he is right there. So they're pointing this dude out right here that's on top of the roof.
There he is right there.
Wow, look at these guys.
Right there, see him? He's laying down. See him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
Look at that. True patriots. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Where in the world
you throw
is
like a chair at him or something? I don't know. It's weird because I hear
absolutely,
that.
Absolutely. You know what I would do? I would throw a cherry bomb at him, block his vision, and then run up there and do a suplex.
That's what I was saying, dude. I would have done a backflip up there, and then I would have fucking suplexed him down there through a table, right? And then
actually, what I would have done was taken a very long 2x4. Put a photo of Bugs Bunny in drag, put her up there, and then point the 2x4 up so he gets distracted. He gets distracted by how attractive a female bunny is. I want to fuck her. And then he puts the gun down, and boom, Roadrunner comes up and pecks his eyes out. And then they're doing all kinds of fun things. But we'll never see that day because under Biden's presidency, all forms of trans comedy have been outlawed.
You know what I like about that too? That shows how much of a peacemaker you are too. Most people would jump to, oh, I'd shoot him, I'd do this or that. But no, Trump thinks outside of the box, uses a picture of fucking Bugs Bunny dressed as a woman to sexually confuse the shooter until Roadrunner comes through, and then I guess
that's right.
Neutralizes him, right?
Well, we don't kill him because he's a white guy, and I don't want to lose a vote. So
Thank you. I bet he still would have voted for. I bet if Trump fucking said don't kill him, because that's what he was most bummed about the fucking firefighter getting shot. He's like, fuck, I lost another one. That kid's like
that is what I am most bummed about. Yes,
because the kid ain't going to be able to vote for whatever for the other election. So
that's not true. That's not true. We're actually doing Vote Junior. It's a new initiative where we are filling out paperwork for children and letting them color in what they want to vote for. And I'm telling you, some of the artwork is beautiful that they've created. And also, they will be my next chair people. You understand? I'll be here for 15 years as the president. They'll be old enough to lead, and we will allow them to work under, the Department of Interior or something, or whatever I have dismantled. They will be the ones to take over.
Your lips to God's ears. Let's see if there's anything else in this video. So look, that's where Trump's at. He's over here on this side. This guy's right there. Let me see. Look at him! Look at him! He's not even being sneaky. So what I hear is that he's
acting.
Yeah, go on. I'm sorry.
He's performing like some kind of Steve Carell character or some kind of
yeah. He looks like Get Smart. He looks like fucking Get Smart 100%, or like Ace Ventura.
Get Smart 2004. Get Smart. Wonderful film. I'm surprised there was not more. Get Smart. There was Get Smart
because he was
too,
getting
but
too
I was
popular.
hoping
They couldn't afford it. I don't think. I think he was getting too. I think his star was on the rise. They weren't able to afford it.
You're right. We could get pre-office Carell, but we could not get post-office Carell to continue the Get Smart trilogy. And I'm hoping that perhaps we will bring back.
Just bring the
Carell
guy that replaced him.
The
they should just get the guy that replaced Carell in the office to replace him and Get Smart. It'd be funny. I'm sure he's not doing
absolutely. Maybe have Will Ferrell come in and do like one scene, and then also have like you know, Danny California, whatever the character's name is, Robert California. Have
Yeah,
Robert
all the
California
people from the
come
office
in.
to come and write that. You know, I mean, it'd be good and have a nice little reunion.
We'll have Pam. Pam will be one of the co-leads in this Get Smart 3, and we're hoping that during my presidency we will have at least 5 more Get Smarts. We are only moments away from signing the bill
It's
to
gonna
have.
be really fucking explicit, really hard R, really graphic.
That's
you know,
right.
if you catch
That's
what I'm
right.
saying, you know what I'm saying? Graphic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of retards, hard R. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So here's what I heard. So I heard that he was trying to get in through the thing, through the front gate or whatever, and they stopped him. So here, look, see that one little building? Apparently,
Yes.
there was a porta potty or some shit over there. He climbed on top of that or got onto a ladder to the side of this building, and that's how he got onto this thing. But apparently, he's only like 130 yards away from old Trumpskadoo. Let me see. And I also heard he waved a gun at a cop or something, and they didn't do anything. So here's the other. So I want to go to here. All right. Supposedly this is him getting bullied in school. I saw this on World Star Hip Hop, and they play this of like they said he got bullied all the time, and this is the only video that they have. Which I mean, I don't know. I guess you don't have lots of videos of people getting bullied, but here's what we got here.
Stop. Guys, put your leggings.
Like,
What if
is
he
that?
said? What if he said, "Guys, watch out! In 4 years, I'm going to shoot the president."
Hey guys,
Be
stop
careful!
touching my
Back
leg.
off! Stop poking me! I will buy an AR-15. Be
And
careful.
I don't know. That's I feel that way. So let me see. Let me close that out. And so here's him in a BlackRock ad, right? And people made it sound like he was like starring in a BlackRock ad. So it was kind of hard to find, but I did find it eventually. And here's what it is. And I think they actually even explain afterwards some context for it. But I think this was in 2023. But you can take a look at it. But you can totally see him right away if you know what he looks like.
My name is
I'll put
Brian
him out if you
Malalo.
can.
I teach AP and honor.
There he is. This guy right here. You can tell that's an unmistakable chin. Look at that.
Wow!
Look at that.
What an ugly guy.
Well, look at his perfect triangle. It's like the devil, you know? It's like an inverted
Right.
upside down. It's like the six.
Well, be careful. Hold on.
Right
be
there.
careful. Hold on. Now.
okay, I'm
Alonzo,
sorry.
be careful. The devil and I have been doing a lot of good work together. How dare you
I'm sorry.
state that the devil would turn against me? He's a wonderful guy. We always are spending time at Mar-a-Lago on the beach, and I just don't really. I just appreciate you claiming that the devil had anything to do with this. Unbelievable. You should be ashamed. You're a terrible guy.
I think I might have to cancel this podcast from.
There he
here on
is.
in.
Hey, bud,
I'm
how's it
sorry.
going?
I can't be the kind of guy that sits next to another guy that would say such hurtful things to our president. That, you know, the devil is anything other than somebody that should be lauded. All the good things I've done for you people, all the death and chaos I've spread, the pornography, the sexual depravity, the cheap cocaine that's just always around every corner, the heroin that you can find at the bus stop. Sometimes I just leave it on the ground for you, and you think that I'm the bad guy. You ungrateful pieces of shit. You, really, I'm the giving tree, and you are the ungrateful fucks. They just keep on asking for more and more. What more can the devil do for you? What?
Alonzo, what do you have to say for yourself? Alonzo, you need to apologize to the devil.
I know I do need to apologize to the devil. I do it every night. It's like part of my prayers and stuff. I talk about how I've not done what I could have been doing for the devil and stuff. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, the devil. All right, that's loud.
They forgive you.
Let's watch this. Let's watch the rest of this, but and then.
All right,
Pittsburgh,
a few more moments, and then I have to get back to drinking alone.
Okay, well that's fine. I'll meet you later, devil or Trump. My bad. Either way.
Hey. Terrible.
Financial well-being to me is knowing that I can be free to do the things that I love to do. I hope when I retire someday, they say that guy made this place a special place to come to school and gave as much as he could to help the community.
Wow.
This
What
is the
weird
shooter, Thomas
irony.
Matthew Crooks. The ad is from 2023. What in the world is going on? Leave a comment below and hit that Blux subscribe button.
Don't do that. Don't you fucking
Sorry,
do
what's
that.
going on with the anime voice? What is that?
I don't know. All right, so last thing, I wanted to go over the real victims in this whole situation, which is Tenacious D, obviously.
Oh, I've heard the terrible news, Kyle. How could you do this to us?
And okay, so let's play the video first. I don't know if you guys have seen this. You probably heard about it if you're at all Tenacious D fans. But apparently there was an inappropriate joke made at the expense of Trump. And let's see.
Make a wish, Canada. Don't miss Trump next time.
Wow.
We love you, kids. Matt, will take it backstage and cut it into pieces, please. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, guys. How about this guy? Kyle Gass. Happy birthday, goddamn. You guys are the best.
What's the big deal? What's the big deal?
So it says Jack Black's comedy rock band Tenacious D has canceled its remaining tour dates after band member Kyle Gass sparked a backlash with an apparent joke about Saturday's assassination attempt on former U.S. President Donald Trump.
I did not realize Jack Black was such a huge supporter of Donald Trump and the GOP. I find that to be wonderful.
Yeah, so he says, I can never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. He added, after much reflection, I no longer feel it's appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I am grateful to the fans for their support and understanding. You know what I think? So I had a bunch of thoughts about this, and after reading this, because I've been thinking about it for a minute, because at first I was thinking, man, I could never fucking, like, if my fucking tour mate shot somebody even, I'm like, what, I'm going to cancel the tour and lose out money on me? Like, that makes no fucking sense.
Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, but then I was just thinking, I'm like, oh, I bet he's worried that somebody's going to try to shoot at them as like some kind of comeback. You know what I mean? That's why he doesn't feel safe, like, being on stage, I'm guessing. He's like, you know what, we can get shot over this shit. Things are heating up. And I just had that thought when I was reading this part right here. But so what I thought was funny is that it says Tenacious D's Kyle Gass has been dropped from his talent agent Michael Green of Green Talent following his joke about the assassination attempt of Donald Trump. We have parted ways after what happened in Sydney, Green said in an email when contacted by Rolling Stone. Thank you. Which I thought was funny because I'm like, how does Kyle Gass even have a fucking talent agent to be dropped by? You know, because it's like
I feel like Kyle's talent agent is Jack Black.
That's right, exactly. Exactly. It's like, okay, so the second Jack Black doesn't want to work with you, yeah, I think it's over. You know, and also it's funny because I think, what did he say? Jack Black said something about. I think he said something about Blindsided or some shit.
Yeah, he did. He said, I am the movie blindsided about all of this.
Yeah, he said Black said he was blindsided by what was said on the show or said at the show. I'm like, oh, really? So Kyle Gass isn't like talking shit about Trump constantly behind the stage, you know?
And neither are you, you understand, right? Like, I don't think that Jack Black is necessarily a big fan of mine.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, so it's definitely about him not wanting to get shot. I think it's mostly about him not wanting to get shot because I thought it was kind of a funny delivery, honestly, and it was very like, I mean, I'm not saying that it's but I like edgy humor, you know. I thought it was like whatever. I thought it was kind of corny and shit. But
wouldn't it be funny if they go back onto it, but they're wearing tactical gear, like lots of bulletproof,
that would be so fucking funny, dude. That would be hilarious.
They have like they have like Black Ops 2 stuff they're wearing,
And
you
they
know,
like drop in from the ceiling on some like fucking repelling stuff. That would be funny.
Yeah,
but yeah,
there are constant Blackhawks just circling, just, you know, spotlighting all of the people saying, don't do it. We're going to fuck them gently, but do not threaten us. Do not threaten us.
Yeah.
These are the same guys that did Drive-Through Sketch, which was an unbelievable sketch. One of the greatest pieces of comedy of the mid-aughts. And I cannot believe that Jack Black has absolutely given away his scruples to support my campaign. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. That's a good move. So let's see. We got some people in the chat. Is that MJ Trump on the line? No, it is not. Rocky Lopez.
Who's MJ Trump? Who the hell is it? Who's this guy? MJ Trump. Get him out of here.
Rocky Lopez.
Get this guy out of here.
Ugh, Trump still. LOL. All right. Fuck you, Rocky Lopez.
Who said that? Hold on. Who said that? Who said that?
Rocky Lopez, because he's coping about how great Trump is right now. Let's see. So Jimmy Lou in the chat, blue, penguin waving tear, and a million of other people, but I'm not going to read all these. There's just so many messages going through. Those are the only ones that I could catch right now.
Well, either get on my side or get behind me and stand down and stand by, because soon you will need to figure out how you can beat someone to death or stab them with a switchblade. I'm just saying things are not going to go well. Just don't vote for me if you really care. That's all I'm going to say. Also, one last thing before I go, Alonzo. New prices for cream cheese teas. Go to www.instagram.com.
I'm wearing my cream cheese tee.
Cream cheese teas. I did. I saw it. It's beautiful. It looks wonderful on you. I was really hoping you would accidentally dump water on it so we can see those titties.
No, I was walking by. My chick was like, "Oh, it looks good on you," and I'm like, "Shut up." No, it doesn't.
Wow, you got a compliment. Look at that. The first time Alonzo's ever gotten a compliment on his looks. Look at that.
So go check out Cream Cheese Teas.
Cream Cheese Teas.
And for no reason, go follow Sam Haynie, because he's
whoever that guy is. That real
Cream Cheese Teas.
That's right. Follow him, and also please follow Alonzo. Watch his live comedy. He's an incredibly talented and funny guy. This show is wonderful. I'm so happy to be able to call in. But right now, I need to dodge some more bullets, a.k.a. my wife asking me about how badly I want to fuck my daughter. So I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful midday, and Shabbat Shalom, my friends.
All right, fantastic. So what I'm going to do is
Good night.
take a small break of urine, and then I'm going to call back to the show, all those things, and I'll be right back. Thanks so much for your patience. All right, and we are back. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. So we had Trump on the line, so the phone lines are open. Call up. Let us know what you think. Let me and Satan over here know what you guys think. We're talking about the Trump assassination attempt. I don't know if you guys got any thoughts about that, but if you do, call us up. Like I was trying to hinting at it before. It seems like I don't know, some kind of like weird inside shenanigans going on. In what way, I'm not exactly sure. And I don't know if I'm the only one thinking that. It does seem very weird that the shooter was so close to the president and there's people actually like pointing at him and all that good stuff. If you have any conspiracy theories, please call in, or if you want to call in about the Tenacious D situation or even about the rich white couple. They said a wealthy white couple allegedly kept their black adopted children as slaves, and I don't know how wealthy they are. I don't know. And is it worse that they're a wealthy white couple? If it was a poor white couple, let me see. The Kewanna County Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Christopher Krivanoyak said the couple sold an 80-acre ranch in Tonnesket, Washington, for $725,000 on February 2nd. Is that wealthy? You know, $725,000 in this economy? I don't know. That's what I would do if I was the lawyer. I'd be like, Your Honor, this couple isn't wealthy. I mean, they're well off. A well-off couple might have gotten these slaves, but again, I bring you back to my defense about they should have gotten Mexican slaves. Am I right? Or migrant farm workers as the preferred nomenclature. And then I play this in the court. And I'd also bring in some Appalachian people that I knew from Arkansas. Because living in a barn without any running water or toiletry and stuff like that is not the craziest thing. The crazy part's when they lock them in and they're not feeding them. But I knew a lot of smelly kids at school. You know, I don't know if they're ever locked in a barn for 12 hours at a time. But, you know, it seems bad. I'm not, you know, so I'm not going to sit here and defend this, but I can still put my mind in the frame of a lawyer that would defend this. So this is my legal mind right now that's trying to come at the wealthy white couple allegedly kept adopted black children as slaves and locked them in a barn. First off, what is a barn? You know, what is a barn except for a house, you know? But a different name. Is a rose by any other name not as sweet? You know? Is a house by any other name not as smelly as a barn? Depends, you know? Were there horses in this barn? Were there livestock in this barn? Ladies and gentlemen. Also, why did they not get Mexican kids, you know? And here's the thing, too. If this was a wealthy white couple that picked black kids, you know, just to pamper them and luxuriate them, would they still be racist? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What if they only picked, you know, white people as slaves? Would that be then racist? Or would that just be par for the course? Yeah, exactly. We live in a day when Donald Trump's getting shot at. White people can't be slaves anymore. You know, it's, well, you know, white slavery used to be a thing when I was growing up, but no, it's just back to black slavery. You know, the black man just taking up every job possible. White man can't get a break, and it's disgusting. What else would I say? I'd say, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, are these people even looking white to you? Give me a second. Look at this shit. I'd say these alleged white people. Let me see a picture of them. God dang it. There we go. See, look at these people. Do these people look white to you? Your Honor, please. Your Honor, please stop. No, I will not be objected. I will not be overruled. Look at these people you see before you. Look at that. Do they even really look like people? They look more like frogs that have been turned into human beings by some sort of occult magic. And I'm not trying to fucking litigate the occult here, Your Honor, but I'm saying, you know, this whole case is out of order, you know? Okay, this is the shed. Look at that. I'm sure there's a lot of people in San Antonio paying $175K for a shed like that to live in, paying property taxes $1,200 a month. And Your Honor, have you been to San Antonio? Have you seen the property taxes over there? Ladies and gentlemen of the court, let's see. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, let me sing Randy Newman for you. In America, you get food to eat. All right, let me see. So I wanted to also talk about So when it comes to the devil, we're talking about the devil. Mr. Beast is prepping us for his presidential run in 2036, right? Which is interesting because that seems to go hand in hand with like every occult conspiracy theory or prophecy and all that. The Mr. Beast is going to try to be a world leader. And so I was reading through this, and I guess here's the tweet. If we lower the age to run for president, I'll jump into the race. If I were president, I wouldn't care about party lines. I would always truly make the American people my number one priority. For problems I'm ignorant in, I'd have experts from the left and the right advise me on them. And then I'd try to find the middle ground that's best for America. Wouldn't be buyable. Don't care about doing things just because my party says I should. And I would be focused on uniting the country instead of dividing it. Anyways, we can pick this up in 15 years when I'm old enough to run. Okay, what a fucking homosexual. Let me look this up real quick. And let me see. Let's look at this shit. Does that tweet not sound like fucking this part of Revelations and shit? And I saw a beast rising out of the sea, a beast having 10 horns and 7 heads, and on the horns 10 crowns, and upon the heads the names of blasphemy or some shit. It was great. But that sounds like that tweet right there. That's all I hear. I just hear Damien music, Creator Spiritus. And I don't know, he probably will be, man. America's fucked up, and I don't know why that's a bad thing, but I don't buy any of this shit. He's a fucking YouTuber. He doesn't do anything except for like what's the most positive and what's going to get him views, so I don't buy that at all. All right, let's go into Alonzo's movie reviews. So I saw this shit yesterday, and the greatest fucking tragedy, not the assassination at Tenacious D, was me spending like $50 in concessions at this movie.
Don't move.
So
Is it scary being an FBI agent?
One of the best serial... No, was it? It's fucking
letter
blue.
was left with the bodies. He had 10 letters.
Don't fall for
letter
this
was
shit.
left with the bodies.
Can they just say that?
Agent.
Look at this shit. Best serial killer horror film since The Silence of the Lambs. Not the case. This shit fucking blew. Silence of the Lambs is great. So don't fall for this. We're going to get to it later, but let's look.
The letter was left with the bodies. He had 10 letters like it over the past 30 years. And all of them signed with one word. Longlegs.
He'll kill. And kill again.
It's like just because it looks like 7 doesn't mean that it is, and it really fucking isn't. Let's keep looking.
There she is.
You could have played nice with me, but you didn't.
Put the gun down!
And now that has led to all of this.
What I hate about this movie is that it's always on the verge of possibly being a good movie throughout the entire thing. Don't watch this movie. I mean, I guess, but don't spend money on it. If it comes, watch it when it comes out on Netflix in 2 weeks. All right, well, watch it then. Trust me, this movie is not worth your time. the ending is horrible. If you guys don't want spoiler alerts, I guess skip this part. But basically, the whole thing of the movie is they're trying to figure out this like serial killer, and they explain the whole thing in the second half. God damn it! All right.
Hi,
They explain the whole thing basically in the second half. The premise of the movie is that this like FBI agent girl has psychic powers that's like helping her find this serial killer. The black detective in this is like one of the worst overactors in the entire movie. Everything is completely telegraphed. You know exactly what's going to happen, to the point that fucking in halfway during the movie they show this doll, with like a weird like metal ball in its head that's very obviously like an evil emanating ball. Like they basically do everything but say that this ball is evil, And then also the whole premise of the thing is that, oh, this guy's killing people, but he's not in the house killing them. He's making these other people kill them. And then they're like, do you think it might be this doll that's doing it? Yeah, spoiler alert, it's the fucking doll that's doing it. And at the end, the you know what the evil thing is? The devil somehow. It's like during the half of the movie, she goes to her mom's house, and you're like, and she's trying to go into the basement, and you're like, I hope the fucking Longlegs guy isn't living in that basement, because that would be fucking corny. She's not able to get into the basement, but guess what? Spoiler alert, the Longlegs guy was living in the fucking basement, right? And like near the end of the movie, she like realizes, oh, my mom's somehow involved. She goes home to see her mom, and she goes with this like Asian fucking FBI lady. The mom kills the FBI lady and then shoots this porcelain doll that I guess is supposedly controlling her daughter, which then like makes her daughter pass out, wake up, goes to the black FBI agent's house to meet the family. They only introduced in one scene at the beginning of the movie, and explicitly, because the entire premise of the serial killer's MO is that he possesses the father so he can kill the family members and all that. So the only time you ever see the black detectives that's supposedly this chick's mentor, who does nothing in the movie except for make her do all the work, this guy's supposedly her mentor. They only introduce his family in one scene at the beginning of the movie, and you're like, oh, okay, so obviously he's going to be killing them at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert, that's what he does at the end of the fucking movie. There is no suspense during the entire fucking thing. It's not, the entire time, it's just, you're like, okay, well, hopefully it's not as bad as it's going to be. Okay, and then they talk about Nicolas Cage's performance. Oh my God. So basically all he does is Heath Ledger's the Joker and look like Mickey Rourke. They're like, oh my God, his makeup is so horrifying and disturbing. If I was Mickey Rourke, I would have punched somebody, because all they did was make him look like Mickey Rourke. That's all. It was like Mickey Rourke with white makeup on his face to kind of make him look like a porcelain doll with a little red lipstick. And then he acts like the Joker, but without any subtlety for Heath Ledger's Joker. Just acts like if somebody watched the Joker movie and they're like, all right, now you need to do that. But without any kind of any subtlety at all, just be a crazy person, but exactly like the fucking Heath Ledger Joker. And that's that movie. The main actress chick that's supposed to be a detective, she just acts autistic, and she's horrible. None of it makes any sense, because at the end, she walks in to find the black detective dude, her mentor guy. He's all angry, and she sees the porcelain doll there. She knows at this point this porcelain doll is killing people, or is infecting their minds, using the devil's energy to do it, right? And she doesn't even shoot the fucking doll. She waits until the guy kills his fucking wife, kills the guy, and then is about to shoot the doll afterwards, and then fucking doesn't do it. It's like, so I guess it's possessing her mind too. It's the fucking stupidest fucking movie. It's so stupid. It's like, I'm sorry. I highly suggest not seeing it. Don't waste your time. Watch it when it comes out on Netflix. But and I'm a big Nicolas Cage fan. I personally liked watching him act like a fucking retard. Nicolas Cage can do anything, and I think it's entertaining. But I was just disappointed by the lack of any kind of good script to it. It was just a bunch of fancy, like, okay, we're going to do long shots to make you think something's going to happen. And just, it was just all the fucking gay tricks that they do for horror movies, but without any kind of payoff or substance. And it was highly disappointing. But it is fun to go to the movies. I even like going to the movies and seeing a bad movie as opposed to not going to the movies. So as much as I'm because I like to rag on stuff as much as I like to enjoy stuff. So it was good for that. If you want to go see a movie and shit on it, go see Longlegs. But yeah, it is not anywhere near Silence of the Lambs level. The whole time I was watching this, I was like, man, they could have done this like Silence of the Lambs and made it good. Again, the main FBI mentor dude is like the most overacting, trying to do like a Morgan Freeman kind of thing. Like every moment has to have some kind of the term chewing scenery. I was like, oh man, this guy is really just. I don't know. It's like he's, I might never ever be in a movie again. So every fucking scene. It was horrible. And also the chick was horrible too. Everybody fucking sucked in it. The mom was fucking horrible. She was the fucking worst out of all of them. The crazy mom. God, she was bad. She was like, it was almost funny how bad she was. The movie was almost funny. If you go in there like it's going to be a comedy, it could be a kind of a comedy. What was so annoying is some kids started screaming in the back. And it's not even just a baby, because like, okay, bring a baby to a fucking horror movie, that's whatever, but they can't process it. No, it was a fucking toddler. It was like probably a 5-year-old, like kindergarten age or something like that, screaming during the movie after somebody gets axed in the back. Like, what are you doing, you crazy lady, with your fucking kid in here? And she's all like, calm down, shut up. It's like, really? You're going to bring him in here to traumatize him in front of a fucking horror movie, and then you're going to get mad at him? It was funny because I was there with my chick and she's all like, oh, is that... She didn't realize... She thought it was coming from the movie because it was that kind of corny movie that would just play crying like kids for no reason, out of place. It wasn't even like it was in context. They were like in the middle of like some interrogation scene or something like that. And then you just hear some kid crying in the back. And she's like, oh, is that coming from here? I'm like, yeah, it is. And, I'm like... I don't know. Parents are fucking horrible, especially in San Antonio. People just show their kids horror movies constantly. And it's like, you don't think that's going to have any kind of effect on something? I don't know. That's ridiculous. Let's see. We got chat talking about, let's see. Yeah, there's no legs or long legs. That's what it was. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lie, probably gonna make this one a short one. We're supposed to have a guest. There's a little scheduling issue. If you guys want to call in, the phone lines are open. But honestly, I pretty much talked about everything I wanted to talk about. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys are looking for open mics, the chatter that used to be on Tuesday is now moved to a Monday at Babcock Bar. So go check that out. It starts at 7, but you can go follow Zandy Ramirez on Facebook, and there's always information on there. There should be an update there. You guys can check that out at, and I usually share it on my stories too. So on that note, let me see. Oh yeah, I got Warren Greed on the Instagram. That's so stupid. Yeah, like and subscribe. Monday, the open mic also had what did I say? The moving from a Tuesday to a Monday. I'm sorry if I messed it up. So yeah, the chatter is moving from Tuesday to Monday at Babcock Bar. I think it's about 7. Again, follow Zandy Ramirez for updates on that. Always got the Lucky Duck on Monday, hosted by Jimmy Lou, John Abraham, and Jacob Reese or Jake Reese. You can check that out on Mondays. You have the Dakota Ice House on Wednesdays, as always. Also on Wednesdays, you do have the Station Comedy Club, and they also have a secret show on Fridays. It's free to check out for anybody interested in such things. Like and subscribe. I do appreciate anybody that was checking out the show today. Thank you so much. And yeah, I think that's been a funky dealer.
A winner. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. 4-4's the point, mark 4. Ace, deuce, scrap, wants 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 4. Ace, deuce, ace, deuce, scrap, wants 4. Scrap, wants 4. Who wants the hard 4? 5 wants 4.
Check me out, y'all.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. children. Coming out for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? 6 to point.
Check me out, Tom.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets. Place your bets. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
So funky. So funky. Check me out, Tom.
8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? Place 6.
So funky. So funky.
Coming out again for a new point.
So funky.
Bets down, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants the hard 4?
So funky.
5 wants 4.
Check me out, Tom.
4 fours the point, mark 4.
So funky.
Ace, deuce, scraps, mark 4. Ace, deuce, deuce.
So funky.
Scraps, mark 1. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Hot hand. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Hot hand. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Who wants to come?
Check me out, Tom.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets. Place your bets. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. 4 fours to point, mark 4. Ace, deuce, deuce. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Play 6.
That's all, folks. That's all, folks. That's all, folks.